Hey guys, Dino here, and welcome to the second ranking video that nobody asked for, but you are getting anyway. Today, I'm going to be ranking all of the gray blocks. So over here is all of the things that I consider to be gray blocks. That includes stairs, walls, and half slabs, as well as some other more utility stuff, but they're blocks, so they count. Okay, first up, we've got normal smooth stone. I personally really like smooth stone. I think it's very versatile, can be used a lot of different ways, definitely more ways than cobblestone can be used. Andesite though, I love, and actually, but would I put it in A tier? No, never mind, I put stone way too high, because stone isn't as good as andesite. Andesite, normal andesite, not polished andesite, because speaking of polished andesite, let C tier. But no, normal andesite is my go-to, sidewalk, path block. I love normal andesite, but it's a pain in the butt to get, and I don't understand why anyone would go through the trouble of polishing it, when polishing it just adds these weird little borders. And it looks just like smooth stone except with weird borders. I don't know, instead of using polished andesite, I'm just going to use smooth stone. And then just instead of smooth stone for certain things, I'm just going to use andesite. Duh. I don't know, that's my builder brain complaining. Then there's cobblestone, which also I'd say goes in C tier. It has its uses, but I don't use the block itself as much as I use the stairs or something. Bedrock, when it comes to building, you can't use it in survival, and when it comes to building, it's literally useless. I don't know, it's fun to prank your friends with if you're in creative and they're not, but just not useful. Gravel. How about gravel? I use it for paths and stuff like that, but I would, it's useful also in-game. It's useful in-game, so I guess I put it in B tier. But I don't know, I like gravel, but it's not the most amazing block out there. And then down in F tier go both the Acacia Wood variants, because even though the texture of it is kind of cool, I don't know, it's acacia, just on principle. It's my least favorite wood. It's ugly. I don't like it. Just personally, I don't like it. But gray wool, on the other hand, absolutely amazing. I love using it for texture and certain things. If you've seen my streams, you know that I'm actually using it as a roof block for the tavern. I just think it looks cool, and I think it's a good color, but more textured than its concrete counterpart. Light gray wool will go here as well, just off principle. Same story, just it's more textured than its concrete counterpart. Very useful in certain situations. I personally am a huge fan of both gray wools. Blocks of iron, they have their uses for some builders and redstoners, but personally, not the biggest fan of it because I don't really build this type of style. However, I can acknowledge that when used properly, iron blocks look absolutely fantastic, and I can't ignore just the fact that it's iron. Iron is useful in Minecraft. So it's B. It's a solid B. Stone slabs, I'll put them, I guess, in the same level as normal stone. I don't know, I don't really use stone slabs because, like I said, I use andesite when it comes to things. Smooth stone slab, though, I love those for sidewalks and stuff. If you're doing a raised sidewalk in a city, it gives you the outline that you normally would see. I just personally think that it's a very good block for that. Stone brick slab, where did I put stone brick? Have I not put, I haven't put stone brick anywhere yet, so of course I haven't put the slab somewhere. But honestly, stone brick, it's gotta go, I can't put it A, can I put it A tier? Yeah, I'm gonna put it A tier, because I do use stone brick a lot, and this is actually one of the cases where the block in the half slab are different, because personally, I don't really use the smooth stone block. It's not as useful to me as the slab, because it's more decorative, and I only need the slab for that, not the full block. And on principle, Mossy Cobblestone goes in F tier. I hate Mossy Cobblestone, I dislike it a lot. And I like cobblestone stairs more than I like their full block counterpart, just because of roofing and stuff like that. I just use it more as a roof block than I use it for anything else. Stone bricks, same story as the slab. So they'll go A tier, because I personally prefer stone bricks to other stone, especially cobblestone in building. Alright, next up is the basalts. So, personally, okay, look at these. The sides of the block look stunning. I love the texture. I think it looks so cool, but then the top of the block. Well, in both cases, disappointing. A lot less on polished, but just I want to love this block so much more than I do. So I guess I'll at least put, no. I'll put this one in C, and I'll put polished in B, but neither of them are good enough to go into A. Mossy stone brick. We got our first S tier, guys. I know it's weird, I know it's a little silly, but I love the stone brick. Same with cracked stone brick. I love the variant blocks. I can't explain it. I love the variant blocks. They look so cool. But then you get to chiseled stone brick. Bleh. I hate it. I don't know why I hate it. It looks bad. It looks bad. And then up with the other stone bricks, there goes the stone brick stairs. Ooh, Cyan Terracotta. That's another S tier. Oh, I didn't mean to place it. But just this block. If you want a little bit more texture and also like a slightly different like color tone than just the plain concretes, you go for Cyan Terracotta. It's a beautiful block, great for building. Personally, big fan. Next up is the glasses. I don't know why I flew so high. They're obviously C. I don't use stained glass. If I'm going to use stained glass, I'm going to use the bright colors, because why would I use gray? You know, like I don't use stained glass. They just go in C because they're not bad. They're not like genuinely bad like all of these blocks. I don't use them. Next, we've got two instant F tiers. The concrete. Concrete is one of my favorite recent additions to Minecraft. It's so nice. And then same thing with the powder blocks. While I don't like them as much as they're like main concrete blocks, they still look amazing. Like, these blocks are fantastic. They're great for building. They make a lot of things more versatile, and they make things pop more because they're just so solid. I don't know, just personally, they are fantastic, and as a builder, I use them a lot. But now we're getting into the why do these all exist? Now, there's one of these that I like. The rest, oh my gosh, I don't know why. Like, I love coral when it's alive. But the dead coral blocks, like, I'm never going to use them. Why would I use dead coral blocks? Like, okay, first, we've got the dead tube coral. To me, looks like a brain. I don't like it. F tier. I'm never going to use it. Next, we've got dead brain coral, which doesn't look as much like a brain as the tube coral does, but it's nicer. I like it better than I like that. I can't say it's genuinely bad and I might use it, so C, I guess. But then we get to dead bubble coral. I love this one. It's close enough in color and texture to cobblestone, but different enough that you can create more texture in your builds, and so I think that it's a great addition. I really like this one. But then we're back to these two, which are dead fire coral and dead horn coral, and they're just both ugly disappointments that also belong, in F tier. I don't know, I dislike dead coral blocks. Like, overall, if we had to get rid of them all, I wouldn't be sad. Like, I don't use them that often. It's just, I don't know, I just dislike them. I think they're a waste. But when they're alive, they're pretty. Okay, next up, we've got a bunch of stairs and slabs. And so even though I like the main block counterparts of some of these, or dislike the main block counterparts of some of these, I like some of these more than I like their main block counterparts. But in the case of the variant stairs, for Mossy Stone stairs, I don't like them as much as I like the full block. I'm not going to use them, but they're still great, so I put them in A tier. And also, once again, by principle, there goes the Mossy Cobblestone. Stone stairs, same story as stone. Actually, no. I'd rank them lower than stone, because I'm never going to use stone stairs. But andesite stairs, on the other hand, boom, A tier. Andesite is an awesome block. I love andesite, but polished andesite, gross. C tier once again. But then Mossy Stone Brick, like the slab, same story as the main one. It's going to go in A because it's still beautiful, but it's not S tier like its counterpart. Mossy Cobblestone slab, blick, so it's obviously by principle going in the F tier. Andesite slab, just like everything else andesite, A tier instantly. Polished andesite, just like every other thing in andesite, boom, C tier. Yeah, I don't know. I'm so opinionated about some of these blocks, and I just think it's kind of funny. If you guys think it's funny, let me know in the comments, but this is because I'm a builder. I actually, genuinely care about these things more than I probably should. Okay, this one I'm excited to talk about, because look at this block. I know it's netherite, so there instantly it's worth so much more money. It's worth so much, because it's netherite, but this block, if only it were more accessible, look how beautiful this would be as a floor. This, or even as walls, just this block is gorgeous, or even just accent pieces. This block is amazing. So of course it's S tier. Like this is one of, I can't explain in words how much I love this block. There's only a couple of blocks that I like more than this one, and one of them is actually on this list, so you'll see when that happens. You'll hear me gush about it. Next, all of the infested blocks, instant F tiers. Like, they look just like their counterparts, I know, but I'm never going to use them. They're infested, they're gross, they silverfish, ew. Not a fan, never gonna use them. I don't see the point. Well, I see the point, but ew. Now we're on to walls. So walls, yeah, I'd put them also in B. Oh wait, nope, that's Mossy Cobblestone. By principle, gotta go in the F tier. I'm very opinionated about my gray blocks, because gray blocks are common. There's a lot of them, and I use them a lot in building for some reason, because gray. But just, I gotta be opinionated. I have standards that I must maintain, my friends. Standards that I must maintain. Okay, now we're on to some more walls. Mossy Stonewall. Once again, I'm not the biggest fan of walls. Like, they serve their purpose. They've got they have a point. They exist for a reason. I use them mainly for texture and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna put them all in B because, like I said, they're not really as useful. This is the one thing andesite that's not gonna be A. Surprising, I know. Shulker Boxes. So these obviously aren't a building block, but they're Shulker Boxes. Shulker Boxes are so cool. I love Shulker Boxes. Obviously, they're not going to be S tier because I'm a builder, so I prioritize building blocks, but those things are nice. I like Shulker Boxes. Oh, and here is the least offensive, at least in my opinion, Terracotta block. Gray Terracotta is like the least offensive, like, one of these glazed terracottas. I personally like it. I wouldn't use it often, but definitely if I built one day like a castle or something for a ballroom floor, I can see myself using it. So I'd put it B, because it does have its uses. It does have its uses, but it's a glazed terracotta. Next up, smoker. It's useful, same thing with blast furnace, but I'm never going to use them. I'm just going to stick to my normal furnace. I get the point, but I don't see the point, you know? And now we're on to one of my favorite blocks of all time in Minecraft. Just because it's so cool, like both in function and in appearance. The Lodestone is gorgeous. Like, look at that design on the side. But then the tops, this could be a beautiful, beautiful tile flooring. But it's so expensive to make, but look at this. Oh my gosh, look at the Lodestone. Beautiful. I love this block. I don't know why I love this block so much, but obviously, this is one of my favorite blocks of all time, and I don't use it enough in builds, but I want to because it looks so cool. Okay, these are the final blocks, and aside from the furnace, they're all like redstone blocks, you know, and then also just a furnace. But these, I gotta judge, like, I'm not a redstone person, so I don't use them. So I'm mostly judging them on how much do I know about these, and also their face. And, let's just say, I understand observers. They're like the one thing I actually use. And just look at how angry he is. He's judging you in every single, like, step of the way. This is basically like the mascot of this series. I love this man. And then droppers. I don't use droppers as much as I'd use dispensers, so I guess I'll put it in a C. And then I'll put dispenser in B. And then pistons, I don't hate them. I kind of understand. I just don't know how to use them. So C. And then a furnace is just going to go up with the same thing as blast furnace and smoker, because blast furnace and smokers, they look cooler than the furnace, but the furnace is more useful. And with that, our ranking is complete. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed watching that as much as I enjoyed making it. I do genuinely enjoy making the series. I don't know if it's one of your guys' favorites, so let me know in the comments if you want to see more rankings, or if you enjoyed watching or had a good time. But first, before I sign off, I want to let you know that I'm actually going to be doing an announcement at the end of this video, and I'm going to be rolling that right about now. Hey guys, Dino here, and as I've been teasing for a while, I've been working on a big project. May I present to you the God Hunter SMP. This SMP is going to be amazing, nothing like what you guys have seen before, and I'm really excited to take part in it. We plan to have our first stream day on April 2nd, but to get this up and running, we're going to need more content creators, some builders, and some writers. So I'll be linking an interest form in the comments. If you guys are interested, please sign up, feel free. But also, make sure to tag creators that you would like to see on this SMP in the comments. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I hope it's a great chance to grow. Hope you guys will enjoy it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!